Austin Daniel Hoff was recently sentenced to 23 years in prison for the fatal shooting of his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend in 2016. Austin, an auto mechanic in the Austin, Texas area, persuaded his girlfriend to move in with him. She later caught Austin cheating on her, so the two broke up and she moved back to Spring. Austin began to harass and stalk her. On the night of the 5th of September 2016, Austin drove to and parked outside his ex-girlfriend's home, located at 9502 Delmellis Street, where he waited for 3 hours for her to return. At around 11:30 p.m, when Austin's ex-girlfriend came home, she was with her new boyfriend, Steven Center. When they tried to go inside, Austin forced his way in and Steven pushed him away. The two men got involved in a struggle before Austin took out a gun and shot Steven in the chest. Austin then got into his car, removed his shirt and drove back to Austin. Austin's father called him and convinced him to drive back to Spring. When he returned, Harris County deputies located his shirt and gun inside his vehicle, which were covered in blood. On Tuesday the 28th of February, Austin was convicted of murder and he was sentenced to 23 years in prison. Austin will be eligible for parole after serving half of his sentence. A 30-year-old man of Mount Olive, Illinois was recently sentenced to 40 years in prison for the 2022 fatal beating of a victim in a wheelchair. At around 4 a.m. on the 7th of August, Blake Streep attacked 25-year-old Michael Ray inside a home at 2205 Miracle Avenue in Granite City, Illinois, and he suffered severe head injuries as a result. Michael was transported to a hospital in St. Louis, where he died just days later. During an interview with detectives, Blake admitted to using meth at the time of the attack, and he was angry after suspecting that Michael, who was blind and used a wheelchair, was pretending to need his wheelchair. Michael's family said that Michael became blind and needed a wheelchair after he was involved in an accident when he was a teenager and was visiting a friend the night he was beaten. They did not know Blake. On Friday the 3rd of March, Michael pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and will spend the next 4 decades behind bars without parole. Madison County State's Attorney Tom Haynes said, "This was a ruthless, unprovoked attack that was fueled by drugs and inflicted upon a victim who was nearly incapable of defending himself. The family and loved ones of Michael have experienced unimaginable suffering, but we hope that the resolution of this case allows them to have some closure." A couple are behind bars after 2 children were allegedly found tied to their beds in a home in Natchitoches, Louisiana last week. At 1:13 p.m. on Friday the 3rd of March, police responded to a call of abuse at a residence in the 900 block of Dixie Street after a concerned citizen visited the home and found 2 children tied to their beds. The citizen then freed the children and called the police. When officers arrived at the property, they arrested 28-year-old Michelle Benjamin and 39-year-old James Grant. They've been charged with 2 counts of cruelty to a juvenile, 2 counts of domestic abuse battery with child endangerment, and 2 counts of false imprisonment. Benjamin and Grant are held at the Natchitoches Parish Detention Center. Authorities said they did not know what the relationship between the couple and the children were. The children have been placed into the care of the Department of Children and Family Services. The Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office in Texas is investigating the road rage incident that led to the fatal shooting of a young woman on Sunday morning. At around 3 a.m. on the 5th of March, San Juan police arrived at the intersection of South Veterans Boulevard and West Hall Acres Road, where they found Yoselyn Rodriguez in a wrecked car, deceased with a gunshot wound. Witnesses told investigators that Yoselyn was leaving a party when an argument occurred with a group of men who were driving a dark-coloured newer model lifted Dodge Ram truck. The driver of the Dodge truck pulled up next to Yoselyn's vehicle, and an unknown man shot into the vehicle, striking Yoselyn. Authorities do not have any suspects in custody and are continuing to investigate the matter. Police are urging anyone with information in the case to contact Crime Stoppers.